Hello art beaters, Becky here with a new video and I hope you enjoy. If you want to keep up to date on all things art beads, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel right now. Enjoy!
So these are all Czech glass buttons and they come in just really beautiful colors. I'm loving this peacock. So pretty. You can see it's got green and blue colors with some silver accents. So nice. And these buttons do all have button shanks on the back. This one has a nice loop. So pretty. We've got a couple more peacocks here in different colors. And you can see how the different colors and the different finishes on the glass can really change the design. So pretty. I just love the colors of these Czech glass buttons. They're so magical. Really beautiful. Love these little peacocks. So cute. We've got a couple different variations of this little design. It's almost like floral. Could be a snowflake too. So you could use it for summer, spring, winter, or fall, whatever you want. But you can see it comes in a few different colors. Really fun. They're just so colorful. What I love about them is how they look different. From different angles, you can see the colors kind of shift and change as you move them. So they're really going to catch the eye in your jewelry. So pretty. I love these. Cute little leafy flower design in a couple different colors. We've got a teal color and a nice rust color. And that finish on the top of the button really highlights that design really nicely. And again, they have really nice loops on the back for you to work with. So pretty. And then we've got some bigger buttons too. We've got this lovely flower. Oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? These make really great focals in your jewelry. They just really stand out and just look gorgeous. Take a look at this one. I love that kind of swirling pinwheel floral design. Really nice Southwest colors too. Man, they're so pretty. I love them all. Here's a couple more big ones. This one is a nice flower in green colors. Love that. Then we've got the same design in blue. And see how different it looks with the different colors? The colors and the finishes really can change how each of these looks. Yeah, they do look super vintage. That's a good point, Judy. This one is really beautiful. Oh, Dee, hi, you're not too late. We're just getting started, so you came at the perfect time. And then this one is a lovely, like, regal blue color. We've got a couple flower options. These are really beautiful as well. I love these flowers. They're just so cheerful and fun. I'm really loving this kind of orange color. Whoops. Bead down. So pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It looks like a sunset. I planted flowers in my garden that are like exactly this color, orange with a little bit of purple on the edges. So pretty, and they do well in the heat, so that's good. This is a nice deep red color. That one would be a good one for Christmas. Here's a nice green. So beautiful. Yes, they are perfect for stitched and loomed bracelets. I've got a couple examples of those here. Take a look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Very regal. Yes, they are beautiful buttons. We've got this beautiful little flower design as well. I love the colors on these. Look at how iridescent and shiny they are. So beautiful. Love that. Man, yeah, these are really pretty. I agree with everyone. And then last but not least, this cute little bird design. The colors are just amazing. They're incredible. So beautiful. Love that. So I do have some examples for how to use these in your jewelry. So someone mentioned stitched and loomed bracelets. They make excellent closures for stitched and loomed bracelets. This is a loomed piece and the button is actually added, stitched on top, as you can see. So kind of weave the thread in and then stitch it on top. And then you've got this beautiful button. You make a loop on the other end. And you've got this gorgeous closure that just keeps the style going. These projects are all in our design studio with free instructions and a supplies list. So make sure to check out those links in the video description. We've got them all for you. I just made this one not too long ago with super duos, and I thought this Czech glass button was the perfect finishing touch for it. So this one, I just added seed beads to the end and then used that shank to add the button. and then made a loop on the other end for the closure. So cute. I just love those colors. And this one is really similar to these new buttons. Like this would be a really good color to use too. Even this one would look good. So pretty. You could even go with this one. So pretty. I love them all. So that's a great idea for your buttons. This is another one. This is a bolder, bigger bracelet. So it has a bigger button on the end to match that bold style of the rest of the bracelet. And the colors of the button actually match the colors of these Rula beads really well. And again, it's just stitched on to the end there using the shank. So those little button shanks come in quite handy. So pretty. Love that. That's a gorgeous piece. They make great closures too for other styles of bracelets like leather. This one is a thread wrapped leather bracelet, and it's just the end of the leather is knotted to make a loop for that button, and then it's just added onto the fold of the leather with the same thread that was used in the thread wrapping. A note for using buttons as closure: you're going to want to add your button first and then make your loop, so you can make sure that your loop fits your button of choice. So that's a good tip for using buttons as closures. I did the same here on this Super Duo wrap bracelet. I used a really pretty check glass button that I think it has the same pattern as these teal and orange buttons here, just different colors. So pretty. Again, just knotted the leather to make a loop for that, and then used my thread to attach. Well, actually, I just knotted the button onto the fold of the leather, so that was super easy to do. So pretty. You can also use it just stringing. I've done some stringing projects with buttons. So this bracelet, I just strung the peacock button onto the center of the bracelet, and I paired it with these beautiful lotus beads. Aren't those gorgeous? And they complement the color of the peacock button really nicely. So just used the button shank to string on the button as my focal, and I used some seed beads on the back to kind of give it some space from the other beads, but really beautiful. I love that piece on there. And then I did the same here. This one is not in our design studio. This one I made just with my own stuff, my personal collection. This one uses a button as the focal. It's strung on, and then I also added a jump ring to the back so I could add dangles, and I think that turned out really nicely. And again, the beads match the button really nicely, so that's another stringing idea. There are other ways you could use check glass buttons as well. They make great focals, especially in bead embroidery. Cynthia used this peacock button, which is really similar to the new one this week, as her focal for this bead embroidered piece. So she just glued it onto some backing and then did some bead embroidery around with beads. And I love how she did like an ombre of color to match that ombre color of the button. So beautiful. And then she added a little dangle, so pretty, and used some silk ribbon and a beaded strand as well. And she also she stitched this bail to the back of her focal so she could easily add her strands for her necklace. So that's a really beautiful way to use your, especially those bigger check glass buttons. They look beautiful in bead embroidery. And then here's another really unique idea from Cynthia. She used a brass embellishment and folded the ends over the sides of the button to kind of create this fun little bezel almost, and then used that lacy loopy design on the back of the embellishment to add her strands for the necklace. So that's a really cool way to showcase your buttons as well. I really like the look of that. Really neat. And I just wanted to talk quickly about other buttons. We have more than just check glass buttons on our website. We have all kinds of different buttons, and there's all kinds of different ways to use them. I did want to show these buttons. We have lots of great metal buttons to choose from brands like Tiara Cast. This is a Tiara Cast button that's pet themed, but they can make really great links. So you can see on the back of this button, the shank is used as a link for the jump rings that connect to the ear wire and to the rest of the dangle. And then you've got this cute little button hiding all of your connections in the back there. So that's really cute. Yeah, so super cute little metal buttons. Here's some more metal buttons from Tiara Cast. And this is kind of a different style. It doesn't have a shank on the back. It has the two holes, like a traditional button. But this is great too. You can use it as a link in that way. They look super cute in these earrings. These are another Tiara Cast button. And it's also used as, I've got everything linked up here. It's also used as the closure for this beautiful crochet wrap. It's just the cord used for the crochet wrap is looped through those two buttonholes, and then you've got a loop on the end. So super cute way to use buttons. And then I used the same kind of button in my Christmas countdown necklace. So I've got these carrier beads with peyote stitch strips, and carrier beads are 2-hole beads. And the peyote strips slide around, but I didn't want them to be able to slide off the sides, because if you don't secure them down, they could slide off the sides. So I wanted a spacer that was wide enough to kind of keep them in place on the carrier bead, but still allow me to slide these, because these it's a countdown necklace. So you've got the day number on the back, and then the it's like the 12 days of Christmas song. So you've got number 1, first day of Christmas, and then you slide it, and it's partridge in a pear tree. So these cute little buttons are also have those 2 holes, and they keep these little peyote stitch bands in place on the carrier bead, and I can still slide them around to show off either the numbers or the 2 turtle doves. Super cute. We've got 3 French hens here, and then the numbers. So the buttons came in really nice handy there. Super cute. I love this necklace. The little countdown to Christmas. So you could use it as an advent calendar, and like as you get closer to Christmas, show off the pictures instead of the numbers. So super cute little button idea there. We also have these really cool like rhinestone buttons, and I love how these are used. They're used in place of a bead in this peyote stitch. So you can see they're added right into the stitch, and they make these really lovely embellishments for the front of the bracelet. So cute. So those are some other fun little buttons that we offer. And we also have crystal buttons. This is a crystal button that was used as a closure for this really beautiful pearl wrap bracelet. So we have crystal buttons as well. And I also wanted to mention that Tiara Cast makes these great little bead substitutes that you can use in stitches like peyote stitch, square stitch, brick stitch, and they fit right in. And then you've got, so you can see this one is just 3 loops long, and then it's got a loop on top. So you can add something like charms, but I used it here to add my button. It works really well with buttons if you want to add a button closure, but you're not sure which one you want to add yet. You could use that Tiara Cast stitch in link instead of just adding your button right in, and that gives you some creativity options, some choices, so you can change your mind if you want to for the button. So let's say I didn't like this button on this bracelet, I could easily switch it out for a check glass button if I wanted to. So that's something to keep in mind when you're working with buttons. Those Tiara Cast stitch in links kind of give you some more freedom, some more options when it comes to being creative. And I used it over here for the loop as well. So all kinds of different things you can do with buttons. Of course, I have a link in my video description for you to take a look at these buttons as well.